Do you want to go live?
Ready when you are.
Ugh. All this shit in my way. I'm recording.
We're live?
We're live!
We're recording?
We're live.
Give me a moment.
Ugh.
Oh my god, I'm on the YouTube.
Yeah. To the We Only Do One Take podcast.
No.
It's
Theme
the
music.
only-
Theme music. Where's the theme music?
For this makeshift audio setup here, we don't have the theme music. We'll put it in post. Okay. Hello and welcome to the We Only Do One Take podcast. It's the only podcast on earth that is live from Kieran's couch.
Casting couch.
The casting couch that it is. It is called I Am Turch, the CFO, and with me is my co-host, the CEO. It's Kieran. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well. And I've just realised the way that we've got this set up is we won't be able to keep track of the comments, the Q&As that come in.
No. Maybe we can get Blain, because we do have Blain.
I
with
do
us
have
today.
my laptop there.
Yeah.
Which means we could get that set up.
Yeah, you could do that.
And we've now moved into being a serious podcast.
We've got a Jamie over there.
Yeah, because we've got our own Jamie.
We do have our own Jamie. It's a bit scary.
Hang on, stay with me, people.
This is a bit scary. I'm so worried about this one drink.
I was mentioning that before.
Did you put a jacket on for some reason?
Yeah, I was like, it's cold. I put actually jeans on.
You put jeans. I'm very proud of
So
you.
am I doing like professional Google searches? And
Oh man, this drink is definitely going to get knocked over by the time we finish that one off there. I need to give you the code to get in here. Alright, one sec. This is a shit show.
This is the dry run.
This is the dry run.
We'll do the real run in a moment.
Of the show. With look, no one's watching at the moment. So. It's really meta. Really meta having Oh.
so that's gone.
Did you Facebook it across?
Yeah, Facebooked it across there. This is what a real professional show does. Like, this is what Joe Rogan does.
Yeah.
He gets, he has the dishwasher going
Turn it off.
and beeping.
Let's turn it off.
And then we have, that's alright, leave it on. It's more exciting for the show. We've ranted about, with podcasts that have washing machines
So
running
if
in
you
the back.
complain about something, it's imperative that you keep the problem going.
Absolutely.
Shit, I've got actual proper rights. How do I know when someone's posted a comment?
They'll come up on the side there.
Because I can't post.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you can. Now you have the rights. There we go. So very exciting. Everyone can see what's going on here, which is really good. Kieran, how are you, buddy? Now that we're in the same room doing the show together, how are you?
It's very good to be back together, back in the studio. This is a very comfortable couch, and so if I fall asleep, it's not my fault.
That's how interesting our show is. Apparently, most interesting show. This is a really weird couch. I feel really short. My legs are sort of. I feel like a little short man, but I am. But that's beside the point.
Well,
sitting here.
you are very tiny. YouTube world, podcast world, we are sort of out of lockdown, not quite out of lockdown, but we're face to face, which is good. And Church,
Yes.
I was a little bit concerned before
Yeah.
because you were telling me about how interested you are in flowers,
Oh yeah.
and you're getting married soon. And honestly, tell me, how many hours have you spent looking at flowers?
Looking at flowers.
Dealing with the flowers for the wedding.
I've been dealing with lots of poppies and opium for about 15 years, actually. That's
Okay.
actually my second business, opium.
Right, okay. Very good. You always learn something about your co-host.
Oh, that's right. That's absolutely no. Look, you've got to buy flowers for the wedding. You know, it's very important for the ladies with the flowers. That's you're going to make them happy. Sometimes it's not about just you, Kieran. It's about other people.
This is why I'm asking. Have you found the flowers interesting?
Not as interesting as some people might have hoped, but I have been putting lots of effort into other aspects of the wedding.
What I need for this wedding. I need a one pager.
A one pager.
I need a one pager, and on it things like, comment on the flowers. Because there's a lot of time and effort's gone into these flowers.
Oh yeah.
And so, comment on the flowers.
You know what? That shouldn't be something.
I need that in a one pager.
As a groomsman. That should actually be your job to tell me, to help me out during the day. That's why I specifically chose an elite team of men that would help me get through my day. I don't need to be writing notes for you. In this instance, I'm the CEO, and you need to provide me with the information that I need to make good decisions.
I tell you what exactly is going to happen. You've chosen the B team. Right, as your Bucks. Now there is no A team. We are the B team. There is no A. It's like a basketball or soccer division. There is no A league. Right, we're not good enough to be A's. We've gone straight to
A league exists.
We've gone.
You're not up to that level.
We've gone straight to B's, but thankfully the bridesmaids are A pluses.
Yes, that's right.
And so they'll likely be communicating with me. Have you done this?
Well,
is church ready for this? Because they'll have no confidence in my ability.
Yes, absolutely. Do we have a comment? Is that a comment that's come through? No.
Chinese touch confirmed.
Chinese touch confirmed. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm short. Squinty eyes. We know it.
So they will have no confidence in my ability.
But they get their cues from you all the same.
So they'll be making sure, they'll be sending me messages. So I have full confidence in my abilities.
I'm very impressed at the level that you've gone for in this regard, but that's okay. But shall we get to the rants?
Yes, let's get to the rants.
I have a rant, first of all. First off, I thought I have two rants, but this is going to be the funny one, and the next one you're not going to agree with me whatsoever.
All right, excellent.
Or maybe you will, who knows. We're out of ISO. It's very exciting. We're allowed to go to shops.
That's isolation for our American friends.
That's right. We're allowed to go out to retailers starting to open, and the most important thing is hairdressers. And I went to the hairdresser and I got myself a haircut, looking a bit sharp, a bit neater, feeling fresh. And then I come home and I'm very excited. Hey, Jess, look at my haircut. Very exciting. Very happy.
You've just clearly got the short back and sides.
Short back and sides, buddy boy.
This is why we do a podcast, because normally when I go to... I freak out. I don't know the options. I'm just like short back and sides. And they're like, what number? 3?
It's a number 2, and then just shorter than finger length on top, blended in, and that way nice. I can do a little bit something on the top, makes it nice and neat. Very exciting. So come home and go, Jess, look very... She's like, very good. You're looking neat. You actually look like you've lost weight because, don't have that big mop of hair. Very exciting. Very happy about that. And then she goes to me, hang on. I've noticed something. At the back of my neck, I had lots of hair. Big... And I have a tan line where the hair was.
Hang on.
You want to see this? Yeah. So I got a tan line where the hair was, and now that it's gone, you can see the colour difference. You want to have a look? Here we go.
Yeah.
So I'm very upset because I've apparently got one around here as well. I'm very upset that my haircut my long hair has betrayed me. Dan Andrews has betrayed me because now I have, it's different when you got like a watch tan because people understand, or like a t-shirt tan, people understand, but having a different hair tan or headline tan, I think that's a very weird one to have, and that's what I'm angry. That's one of my rants today.
Are you angry at the hairdresser, or are you angry?
I'm angry at Daniel Andrews because I wasn't allowed to get a haircut earlier. Even though I went to the hairdressers and they're like, "Oh, please take off your mask straight away." And I'm like, "Hang on a second."
So I figured out something yesterday because I went out for dinner because we're allowed to do that, and obviously you can't wear a mask when you eat.
No.
And I was like, well, this is great. I'm just going to go out for dinners now, or lunches.
Yes.
because you feel so free not wearing a mask.
You
And
can't.
we're sitting outside and all these people are walking past with masks on.
Yeah.
And we're just
I
no
don't-
mask.
Well, you can't. I don't understand it. So, I can't come here and then go to like my family's house after this. But if we all go to a restaurant, 8 different families can go to the same restaurant and have lunch together and without a mask and drink and eat and probably share food from each other's plates and all that sort of stuff. But if I was to come here, which I am, and then go to my parents' house, that's technically illegal.
Yes.
It's really important to know that laws are only as good as they can be enforced. Like, if you write a law like, you must wear 3 pairs of socks all times, that's a great law. But I guarantee no one will ever do it. Because
How do you enforce it?
how do you enforce it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And if you can hear a beeping noise, that is the dishwasher on pause.
It's not your phone thing?
No.
Because I found out today,
Hey,
Kieran
can
has
I-
it way.
Can I just point out how good is this? How good is this new studio? We've got Russell Coyd in the background with who's this band, Blain?
NWA.
NWA. Right.
My favourite thing is I'm looking at the screen with us on it.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking there's like a picture-in-picture because I haven't got my glasses on. So I think it's like us sitting on the couch and then us sitting on the couch in the corner. And I'm like, this is a bit trippy.
Oh,
you get to see what's going on?
No, I take one off and they're blurry.
Ah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I actually got my eyes checked the other day. I'm waiting for new glasses to turn up
Yep.
because
You're blinder?
I'm blinder. Yeah.
All the alcohol in ISOs finally did it to you.
Yeah. So can you read that Big Lebowski? The letters there?
No, that's too far away.
No, but Mr. B?
Big Lebowski.
Yeah. Is that clear, those letters?
Not really.
Nah, that's far away.
Okay.
That's far away.
Anyway.
So that's one of my first rant is about. Second rant is
No, shut up for a second.
All right. You got it now. What do you got?
The people are sick of you talking all the time. Comment as well if you agree.
There's another comment there, Blaine. You got to read the comments, buddy.
Still from Chinese Turch, in New Zealand, if you broke lockdown, you'll be punished to the full extent of the law. Apparently that means being told off a little bit with no repercussions.
Ah, is that Redongo?
That's redundant.
Ah, I love that guy.
Good on you, Redongo. Petrol stations. I had to fill up my car
With petrol?
with petrol.
Did you put it in the window or
No, properly. I did
In a
it.
proper place?
I did a proper place.
pop a receptacle?
Proper. I basically ran out of petrol. I was like, thank God the petrol station was right near where I needed to be. Now, I don't remember, and I could be wrong here. That beeping sound is just great. After we've done a podcast of ripping into porn stars and then like having the
I don't
dishwasher
know
and
if
the
they
dryer.
can hear that. I don't know. If someone could tell us if they can hear a beeping noise, please let us know. We'll try to rectify the issue.
I went to fill up my car with petrol, and all the petrol Bowser tank things they had cars in them,
Yeah.
and it was a sort of this weird corner one. So some were facing this way, some were facing that way.
Yeah, like a
so
corner,
it was like,
yeah.
shit, right?
2 entrances,
Yeah.
2 exits, yeah.
Yeah, so cars are facing in all different directions, and so I'm sitting there waiting, and I can't. Apart from one person, there's 8 things you can fill up from. I couldn't see anyone else. I'm like, oh, they're all in the store.
Mhm.
Now, how long should you wait at a petrol station to fill up if they're all full?
Depends on how desperate you are for petrol, I guess. But I would just wait.
No. I mean, you're waiting. You need to fill up. Do you think that the wait would be like a minute, 2 minutes?
Max 5 minutes. Absolute max would be 5. Because people sometimes they get like the milk and this and they've got to pay with pennies. The petrol station, like they get the 5 and 10 cent pieces out.
Well, I was waiting 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay.
And then finally someone comes out of this. I'm like, is it getting held up? Like, what's going on? Finally someone comes out and they sit in their car. And I'm like, okay, yeah, you got to get a bit organised. I had to wait another 3 minutes for them to actually pull out. And in this time, no one else has left
That's very strange.
the 7-Eleven to move their cars.
That's very strange. That's really weird.
I'm in and out.
Yeah.
Everyone's at the microwave heating up their meat pies.
Getting a $2 coffee or the $1 coffee. They're all waiting for a fresh.
Message back.
Yes.
Dishwasher is not being heard.
Ah, good.
Oh, that's
We
good.
are alone in our own craziness.
Yeah, but I think it's a long time. I don't know why people take so long.
I don't know why they take so long to leave. You're in the car.
Yeah.
Just put your music on, your GPS thing, a minute, and you're out. You're out.
I had to pick up petrol on the way to the recording today, you know, and
You had to stop for petrol. You can't really pick it up.
I'll just drive through.
Yeah, all right. They need to bring back the people that fill the car up for you.
The petrol prices will go skyrocketing.
Yeah, but I'm willing to pay for that.
What are you, Mr. Burns?
Spruce Moose.
The Spruce Moose. 3 gallons of pure octane. You know?
Who's
Yeah.
this? Yo, Kieran, do you guys have discount lanes at the petrol station? Those right there are pretty awful at midday.
What the hell is a discount lane?
We don't have a discount lane.
What the
I
hell
just
are these
found out
discount
if you get a Costco membership, they have a Costco Bowsers.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Bowsers,
you gotta
is that
live. You gotta live near Costco. There's only like 2 Costco's in Victoria.
There's one down my way.
From the other one.
Yeah, there's one down my way.
Yeah, so
But apparently, it's like petrol's like 40 to 60 cents a litre cheaper.
that's a big bargain.
Well, you think that.
Yeah.
But I don't drive you drive your car quite a bit. Yeah. I don't drive my car at all. For a $60 membership, I'm probably not even saving that much.
Yeah, but then you also buy. You don't go to Costco to buy. Yeah.
No, my mum's big on Costco, right? My mum just found, not that she just found out about it, but she just got introduced to it. You know what I mean? Like, she just got taken into that spell of Costco, and she's like raving about it.
Have you been?
I've never been.
Right. I should take
But
you one time.
my mum's going to get a membership, and I'm just going to go with her, right? And she's like, oh, it's amazing, and this and that, and all good. And then I found, I'm bringing in some news. Apparently, Costco has had to shut down certain products, some certain coconut products from Thailand or something like that, because they found out that there was potential monkey labor collecting the coconuts for sale. And apparently that's illegal.
Aren't they like typing up Shakespeare
Yeah,
or something?
that's right. I was just...
I'm gonna admit that's pretty cool. If your monkeys are being paid bananas or something.
Oh, I don't know. They're probably...
First they'll pick up the pineapples and the coconuts, then they're going to pick up rifles, and then they're going to be riding horses.
This is the start of the Planet of the Apes. This is how it begins.
That's how it begins.
This is how it begins. Can you imagine? So mum's all excited. I sent her the article, and she's just like, "Oh, I didn't buy any coconuts." I'm like, "Wow, that's not the point."
Moral of the story is don't name your monkeys Caesar.
That's right.
The alcohol section's pretty good though.
Apparently, it's super cheap comparatively, and there's
Yeah,
bigger bottles.
Bigger bottles, that's right.
Bigger bottles.
But that's how they get you though. They get you to spend more money on bigger shit that you may not actually end up using.
Would you ever not be...
And the stores...
Wait, if you go in there and you buy a bottle of Jack Daniels a litre and it's cheaper...
I would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's other stuff like, 10 kilos of washing powder.
But you would use that.
Yeah, you would.
They'll get used though over the...
Look, consumables, stuff that has to be eaten in a short period of time, you would struggle.
Yeah.
But anything like,
Like the 1 10 kilo jar of Nutella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but that's got a really long shelf life. I'm talking like, you're going to buy a case of tomatoes. You wouldn't be able to eat that. But if you go, I'm going to buy a massive thing of toilet paper, then, you're not going to, it's, in 2 weeks.
Touchy subject.
Yeah.
You can even get chicken there. You can even get trays of sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what's it called? For parties.
For events.
For events. But Subway do it too.
If I was catering your wedding, it would be Costco.
That's why you're not getting the big bucks, my friend. That's why you're not getting paid the big bucks. At all. So it's like you're just rocking up to my wedding.
I need the cheat sheet. I need the 1-pager. I need the 1-pager. I need an assistant.
Can you just write
For
it on
this
your
wedding,
hand?
I need an assistant.
Because you know what's going to happen. You're going to put, I've got the 1-pager safely in my pocket, and you'll put it in your pocket, and you put your jacket down, and then you'll never be able to find it. You need to write it on your hand.
Yeah, okay.
Or like somewhere like up here.
No.
Because if you use your hand, you'll wash your hands at the toilet.
This is why I
or
need...
hold a beer and you won't be able to read it,
This is why I need an assistant.
Murphy, you are an elf.
Jess and Church speech. Good people. Well done.
You are an elf.
Make laugh funny joke now. Yeah.
I'm very proud of you. But Kieran, you got a rant for us. No, you've done your rant. Petrol station rant.
Petrol station.
I got petrol on the way here, and then I'm like, you know what? I haven't filled up the tyres. Air my tyres for a while.
For the last couple of days.
Yeah, it's good to do. Good to do every couple of months, just to check things, especially with the changing seasons. Everything was all right, but I've never had this happen that someone was waiting behind me to fill up their tyres. Usually, like, you go there and no one's ever there because no one.
Yeah.
And it's like the one time that I go there to do it.
When I show up, either a taxi's already there or a taxi's behind me waiting.
Yeah.
It's always between
No,
taxis.
I had this issue where, like, out of the 4 petrol stations near my house, I went to all of them, and all of the pump, like the little, like the nozzle or the hose, someone had cut it or stolen it. Out of like 4 petrol stations, they just fixed it up.
I just get there and they're never.
Is closed.
Yeah,
They're never wrapped. You know.
I don't mind it not being wrapped. Because as long as they work, I don't care. I'm happy. I'll put it back. As long as they work, that's the important thing with a hose.
They can get run over a billion times, but if they do the job,
That's right. That's right.
They're not your problem once you leave.
I have high standards too.
High standards, yeah.
High standards.
You want the guy to come out, fill up your car, with the girl to wipe your
valet
windscreen.
petrol station.
You know, you don't even want to drive your own car through the self-driving, the drive-through car wash.
If I could have a driver. In fact, can I have a driver for your wedding?
Well, you're not like you get to my parents' house
Yeah.
to get ready.
Yeah.
I don't care how you get there.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, then once the night's over, like all your transport will be covered up until the night's over, and that's it. Then you can fuck off and do whatever you want.
All right, great.
You know,
But I get an assistant.
No, you can hire your own assistant at your own cost.
No,
They can write up your one pager.
Just add it to the costs. No one's going to know an extra. How much does an assistant cost? No one's going to know it's an extra $5,000.
$5,000, jeez. Can I be your assistant?
Well,
Pay myself and then just not do anything.
I was like, I might as well pay them $1,000 and take 4. See, this is what being a CEO is all about.
Well, then I'll
skimming the system.
You know what? Then I'm your assistant. I'm paying myself. I pay myself the $5,000, and I'm not going to do any work. And you can't tell me off because it's my wedding.
No.
That's how it works.
No,
that's called being a mafia. That's how the mafia works. I'll protect you. You pay me when I'm ready.
I'm going to talk to Jess about getting an assistant. I'm going to go over your head.
I'm very excited. Though. Speaking of mafia, I did bring you something today.
Yeah.
That was very exciting.
What is it?
The gabagool.
Oh, the gabagool!
So
we ate it.
A long time ago, you said you're watching The Sopranos, and I'm like, the only thing I know from The Sopranos, I never watched it, is they always say gabagool.
Now, people of YouTube and podcast world, I just want you to hear that Turch, the Italian, has never watched The Sopranos. One of Blain backing me up here, the best TV show ever.
Yeah, it's alright.
I've also not seen Breaking Bad, but there you go.
I see Sopranos.
Yeah, fair enough. Is it on Amazon or Netflix?
Nonetheless,
Nonetheless,
all good DVD stores if they're still around.
Blockbuster Video. Wow, what a difference!
Yeah. No. Video easy.
Video easy. The choice is easy. I feel like I'm. Have you? What's the guy's name?
You know Sanity?
Yeah.
The music store?
Yeah.
Where you buy CDs?
Yeah.
There's one that actually exists in Ballarat.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I think I saw Sanity up in Mildura when I went up there for work once. There's some weird stuff in the old country Victoria. You know?
Like a Sanity.
Or Country Target. Remember Country Target?
Country Target.
My favourite thing about Country Target was that everywhere else in Victoria it's Target, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then they got they were going to get a Target in Craigieburn, and everyone got excited at Craigieburn because otherwise they had to go to Epping, whatever it was. And then it turned out to be a Country Target. I'm like, you live far too out of the city. If you're getting a Country Target, there's definitely a demographic.
The tumbleweed goes
The
to
tumbleweed,
it. Has price tags on it.
It's got a cowboy hat too.
It's got its own saloon, gunfights, hourly.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I've got another rant.
Yeah, go. Yep.
It's getting to spring. You got to do a bit of gardening.
Hay fever time. I
Hay
understand.
fever time.
Yeah.
And one of the things I hate is, I don't really have much garden, but I've got fake grass. I've got some garden bed and some rocks on
You've
the
got some
side.
very nice fake grass.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. I went all out. I've only got a small backyard. I thought I'll get the nice fake grass.
It's very nice fake grass.
But my next door neighbour is an old bloke.
Is this the one with the lemon tree?
No, this is the one behind me.
Okay.
And he has a big backyard, big old log house, big block of land. But he's an old guy, and he doesn't mow his lawn very often. So
There's a
Right.
lawn.
he has a massive lawn.
It's not concrete.
Nah, massive grass plot, right? I get it. Haha, thank you. So he goes to go through it all and mow the lawn. He only does it not very often, like I said. But because of that, it grows really tall and starts to come, like seeds come over, or starts to grow under
Under and through the rocks.
through the rocks,
Yeah.
and I have to do the weeding.
Yeah.
And I hate weeding.
Don't you just poison?
I do both.
Yeah.
Because, you know what, the weeding does get down, but because it's always growing on the other side, you have to really pull it out and then I dig them out from the roots, and then I put the poison underneath.
Great.
And that way it comes through.
If you're really bored, like I am, yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm wearing my glasses or sunglasses.
Yeah.
And
Sunnies.
The sunnies.
Yeah.
Because it's sunny out, doing the weeding on the weekend, feeling productive. I hate it when you're sweating and all on your glasses is your sweat and you can't get rid of it.
I do have this problem.
Yeah, see, I knew you would feel it.
I do have this
You got
problem.
to set the scene,
Yeah.
Kieran, about what you're doing. Like, you can be outside playing sport or out going for a walk or a run, especially with the mask. Like, it fogs up your glasses
Oh,
too.
it fogs
I'm not
up.
even going to talk about that. I'm just focusing on the sweat aspect because this is a, post-COVID life that happens.
Do you know what? There's only one thing more worse than this. And that is when you've put sunscreen on.
Yes.
And then the sunscreen and the sweat ends up on the sunnies.
And it like stains them.
And and then you got to wipe it off. And then it smudges. And then you go, I'll just get my shirt because I've got nothing else.
Yeah.
I'll clean it.
And
And
it
you
just makes it
smudge it
worse.
even more.
It makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to go out and look for like the proper glasses cleaner.
Yeah.
But you're in the sun, like you're outside and your hands are dirty.
Yeah.
Or you're at the beach, or you're outside like, at the park somewhere with some family or friends. Completely ruined. Completely ruined. I don't understand why they can make anti-glare stuff on sunglasses, but they can't make they make shirts nowadays that don't need ironing, or they don't get like the stains on them.
Yeah, if you get free, they just
wipe
repel off.
But you
Yeah.
can't do it on sunglasses. When you got an actual like physical material, like glass or whatever, or whatever they're making. Like, they make it out of plastics or poly something with the glass. I would assume.
See, the glasses isn't really a big deal though. The shirt, I understand why they've done the shirt, because there's people, let's no names, that may have a higher chance of spilling things on themselves, right? And to have a shirt where you just wipe it off, it's almost the equivalent of the plastic over the couch.
Well, that's what we're going to get you for the wedding. We're just going to wrap you in plastic and hope for the best. That's cheaper. We're all about a deal, us wogs. We'll do cash only.
Cash. So, wherever you get the suits made, how many suits is it? 4?
Mm-hmm.
Can you get, 4 for the price of, buy 4, get 1 free?
It's not tires.
Look for buy 4, get 1 free.
I always love tires sales. Like, they always go like, buy 3 and we get the 4th one free. I'm like, well, I'm not. No one's gone into a tire shop and go, just replace 3 tires. No one's ever done that. Like, maybe 2 tires. Some people go, you know what? Just the back ones are really bald. Put the front ones to the back and put some new ones, or replace whatever it is. Replace the bald ones because you got to have matching tires. Did you know that? So if you can't just replace 1 tire.
Yeah, they've got to be balanced.
Yeah, the 2 tires have to be the exact same one. So minimum tires you can buy is 2. So saying 3 for the price of 4, just saying, you're getting 4 tires for this price.
Yeah, but it's a marketing ploy.
It is a marketing ploy.
It's a marketing ploy.
It's one of those like people that don't know that you can't
You've got to
legally do that.
You got to get 2 or 4.
But again, this is one of those laws that how do you like? Are cops coming up to your tires? This would be a perfect job to add to the job of ticket inspectors that mark the tire.
Yeah.
This is
No, don't give them any more.
Well, they would get so confused because they're idiots. They would get so confused about, is that the right tire?
Don't give parking inspectors. I mean,
well, they were working during COVID. Everything else was shut down, but they let the parking inspectors keep working.
oh, you can't just fire them. They've got to keep working.
No, they can go on JobKeeper like everybody else. Like everybody else that potentially lost their job.
Oh, government's not going to do that.
Oh, government funding the government to keep government jobs. That's funny.
Yeah. I just don't get it. You and I work for the government, but we pay taxes, but our money is sort of already from the taxpayer.
Yeah.
So really the government's double dipping on because we've got to pay tax.
Yes.
Everyone makes mistakes.
So they're just constantly double dipping.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, your income, you pay income tax, but before you do that, you've already paid, the company's already paying payroll tax and the various others. Then you pay income tax, and then if you want to buy something,
you then pay GST.
GST. So if you want one product, the whole line of your income source to buying that product is taxed 3 times. And that's not including alcohol, which is excised.
Shame.
And then you get taxed on the tax.
Shame. I was reading that tax was only sort of brought in during wartime many, many centuries ago, when, England, before, Australia was a thing, when England was like, shit, we need to fund a war.
Yes. Yep.
Then they just raised some tax.
Across the world.
Paid for some ships, paid for some weaponry, and then there was no tax. Everyone went on their merry way.
Yep. Very small amounts of tax. I think even the Revolutionary War, the American coming out of Europe, taxes were only 3 or 4 or 5, maybe 5%. And that's what they were rioting over.
Got 2 messages from
Rodingo, yeah.
Touch, please watch Sopranos. It's worth the 70+ hours to complete it all. And Kieran, just admit taxation is theft.
It is theft.
It is theft. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, I've only been paying tax for coming up 2 years now.
I'm very proud of you.
And I think it's a bloody outrage. A bloody outrage. As a man who wasn't paying tax, I wanted the government to keep giving me money. Now that I pay tax, I'm like, I want to keep my own. I want to keep my...
Everyone becomes a conservative with money as soon as they have to pay taxes.
Just this is unbelievable. All right. Is it article time?
Yeah, give us some news. Give us some news. Is that the only rant you had? I thought you had a second one. Maybe I was mistaken.
Oh, no, it wasn't to do with the flowers. I did. You said something.
Oh, you said petrol station.
Yeah, but you said something before when we're sitting at having dinner.
I think it was flowers.
Maybe it was the flowers. I don't know. I should really write these things down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you should.
Maybe. Sorry, I've got to get... Fill in the talking.
Well, I did hear... Thanks. Well, I did read another article.
Hang on. Give us a yarn.
Well, I did read another article, and I was trying to do some research on it. Apparently, someone in India sold a doctor a magic lamp for 31 of Indian rupiah, I think it's what it is. And I was just like, oh, that's pretty funny. I'm like, wait a second, 31 rupiah, how much is that in Australian dollars? It was 42 cents. I'm like, why is this news? Classic.
All right.
So can we also talk about, speaking of yarns, can we talk about something?
Yeah.
You showed me something today that has to be the least valuable addition to the Android smartwatch and smartphone connectivity. Can you explain what you showed me?
All right, Church. Some people are very, very busy and have very, very important things to do.
No one in this room.
Like a CEO of a podcast. Very, very busy man. Very, very busy, right? Lots of meetings, lots of... You wouldn't understand, okay?
Obviously not.
You just deal with the numbers.
I know, right?
All right, I've got to deal with product market fit. I've got to deal with corporate law.
Have you got your check in the mail yet?
Yeah. I've got to deal with a lot of things. You just wouldn't understand. And And sometimes, as a busy person as I am, I lose my phone. I misplace it. I'm talking to someone, I put it down, got to get the laptop out, yada, yada, yada. Right? You know what I'm saying? So my watch has this really cool thing on it where I can push this button right here.
Yeah.
And then my phone pings.
Yeah.
And now I can track and go, where did I leave there's my phone.
Now,
I've found my phone.
That's great.
This is great.
That's great. Only if you're in the vicinity of being able to hear that. So if you...
Well, I only lose my phone in the vicinity of where I can hear it.
He loses his phone daily.
I was going to say, because let's just say your phone was now in your bedroom.
Uh-huh.
You would have been pinging your phone all the way around the house until it's been...
If you're here and you ping it and you don't hear it, well, you go, well, it's not here. You move down the house.
Yeah, but you keep pinging.
Well, you got to ping again.
Okay, so now this is my thing, right? Let's just say you lose your phone on outside.
Yeah.
And you're still pinging.
Yeah.
This only would work until the phone died.
I think you've got to be within a certain range as well. Like if I left it on a train and the train had travelled to Timbuktu, I think that's it. It's not going to ping.
This seems like a selling feature for you. Like you're like, this is what I need.
I didn't buy the watch or the phone knowing that it pings. I found out and I went, oh my God, they have thought of my need before I've even thought of it.
I'm very proud. I've never had this issue where I've lost my phone. I thought, oh, what I'm going to do is...
You can get tiles for your keys, so your keys can ping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But don't you put your keys always in the same place?
Why don't you just use those detective skills, go through the emotional highs and lows, and eventually...
That's the excitement of it.
Yeah, there's the excitement, and then just...
You know what you need? You know what you need? You need a bum bag. Yeah. That's what you need. You need to put your wallet, your phone, and that way you're never pinging. You can carry your coins in there, your dongers, you can put whatever you want in there.
You know that using that Find My iPhone feature signifies it means you've just given up.
I've given up.
But then I had to use it once when it was pitch black in this room and I was half drunk. Then I had to use it.
That's great.
Right.
All you have to do is move your neck down and
okay, so that's the thing.
Search is over.
That's the big thing. Because then I got told, okay, maybe it's useful, but apparently you had your phone here. On your belly.
No, it wasn't on...
Basically on your belly.
It was wedged.
The shirt is black as well, but come on.
It was wedged.
On your belly, apparently. And then you did the pinging, and then found it, and it was on your belly. And that was a real thing that happened in the real world.
It was... I bet after he looked down, it still took him a while to find it.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure both Niall and Blain were sitting here, looking at you, going, is this guy just pinging? Just having fun.
Just the anger.
No, why spend time looking when you can just go to efficiency?
You're like those people at Walmart with fucking scooters who don't need it.
Efficiency outranks trial and error.
That's
All those
true.
things that people ride around, they just stand
The
on.
rascals. Oh, the Segways.
Segways. You're close. You're on your way to a Segway.
Well, hang on a minute. He bought a bike. He bought a push bike to get healthy.
An electric
And
push bike.
electric push bike.
He's on his way to the Segway. Because
This
moving his legs
is the
is gonna be
slippery
too
slope.
much. Moving his legs is going to be too much. And he's going to use the Segway. Smug.
This is the slippery slope into the Segway. You're not going to be able to go up elevators and go through doors soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are through the looking glass.
No, hear me out. The electric bike is very handy. Have you ever tried to ride up a hill?
Yes.
It's hard.
She's very mature for her age. Stop defending it.
It's hard. And so, because I like to be efficient, I just turn the electric motor on and up I go.
Okay.
No need to exhaust myself.
But when you told me that you were buying a bicycle, you said
this argument could be made for a Segway.
all of this, you said, I'm going to buy a bike because I want to lose weight. I'm going to do exercise.
Yeah.
And then you said to me, I bought a bike with a motor in it.
Yeah. You've still got to pedal. You can't.
That defeats.
It doesn't.
But if you go, the hard bit of going up the hill, I don't have to pedal. That defeats the purpose. There's no progression there. You're not setting yourself up for success.
It takes the edge off.
As soon as
Takes the edge off. Like a nicotine patch.
as soon as the shame,
Like quitting smoking.
as soon as the shame and the
Maybe
as soon as the shame of owning a Segway is gone, there he is. First one.
Hang on a second.
What if you know what?
The lead in Joey Diaz or Joe Rogan's person, they shut up. You're doing too much talking. Too much talking over
Wait
here.
a second.
Just deal with the comments.
Do you want me to be the
Who do
Jamie
you
I'll be
think-
off screen?
Jamie, what do you think?
You've heard my position.
Can I ask a question though? Who do you think you are in this situation? Do you think you are the Joe Rogan?
Who's Alex Jones after half a bottle? No, wait, you're Tim Dillon. You
Just Jamie, shush. Read the comments.
Have you got any more? Nothing left?
Nah, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, that's alright. Far out. Yeah.
The electric bike is good. You look. I would let you ride it, but you're too short.
That's fair.
You can't fit on it.
That's fair.
But you'll be fine once the Segway comes
Yeah,
out.
that's right. So, I think,
You know you can get electric scooters.
yeah, I've seen them in the city. Yeah, but that's not for distance transport. No one rides a scooter for exercise. But you went out and bought a bike for exercise.
I bought a bike for the enjoyment of bike riding,
Yeah. Well, okay, that's
which
different.
has an after effect of some exercise.
Why don't you just buy a motorbike then?
I don't want a motorbike.
But you basically bought one, a halfie anyway. You know, you're bike curious over here.
I would like to ride my bike and also have some fossil fuels burnt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that. That's what I
Do you
want.
want to ride it where you like?
Want to ride what?
Your bike where you like?
What do you mean?
That's alright. I'm just trying to sing a Queen
Let's
song.
ride this bike, and if there's any adversity, like anything uphill, the motor kicks in.
So
Blain, when
wait a
I
sec.
was in Vietnam doing the Great Vietnam Bike Ride, which
You were the first one to stop, the truck picked you up and took you away all the
me
way
up
up
the
the
hill.
hill.
no, it didn't take me up all the way. It just I was the last
You
person.
enjoyed the view.
And it
Did
took-
you earn it? No.
It took me past everyone else. I got out and continued riding, and then everyone else sort of caught
It's
up
like
to
the
me.
guy in the Tour de France.
They caught up to me and were like, "You went in front." I was like, "Yeah, I have been." Like, look how wonderful.
It's like the guy
I've
in the
done.
Tour de France that decided to stop and catch the train.
Exactly.
Lance Armstrong's got more fucking honour than you.
No, and this is. I mean, I want to. You should have
He
been
should
with
do
me.
the steroid.
Run for the kids. Run for the kids. 15Ks, right?
Uh-huh.
And I did it. I've done it a couple of times.
Did you help?
I've done it a couple of times. And the first time, the person
how
I
much
ran,
did you run?
the person I ran with, made me do the whole 15Ks, and I thought that was very not nice. So the next year, I went with someone else, and unfortunately, that person went through a health craze. After, like, I said, let's do it, and I was like, this is great because we'll be able to stop halfway, get a coffee, get a donut, right?
I want a fun run. I need
Read.
a donut, a kilo of pasta,
And
and 2 bottles of
And
red
then
wine.
we'll get back out there and finish running, right? That's that. But that person also got fit and then fucking made me run the 15Ks again. So the third year in a row that I did it, I got my sister, who I knew wasn't fit, and I also wasn't fit, and we walked a lot of it,
Okay.
and it was great.
Okay.
And I'm just saying, you and I should do a fun run because we'll stop, we'll get a coffee, we'll get a
I'm
donut.
highly competitive. I would if someone gets we're gonna do a fun run. I'm like, yeah, I want to run the whole way.
The 2 more messages from Redondo.
Yeah.
I think people only buy scooters to piss everyone off. And Kieran, if you bought a motorbike, you'd get more matches on Tinder.
Can we review your Tinder profile
Next show.
next show?
Yeah.
Why you want to fix it up a little bit? Do you? I just want to get it going.
Yeah.
You should have some like. Do you have any like when you go on the Tinders
Yeah.
and you play?
Yeah.
You know, and you do the swipe left and you do
The
the
swipe
swipe
left
right,
and the swipe right.
swipe right. What? And you get a match.
Hmm.
What's your opening line?
Most of the... Oh...
Come on, give us a Kieran line.
Hey.
Hey. Show Bob's like that. The classic Kieran.
Oh, it's just hey.
Yeah.
That's about it. Everyone's on Instagram.
Dude, okay, you're on Instagram, you see a pretty lady,
Yeah.
you match with her.
No, on Tinder. In Tinder, it's also like, are you on Instagram?
Oh, and you get on the Instagram.
Well, I don't really have Instagram.
You should get on the gram.
I need to get on the
You
gram.
need to do that. Apparently, well, look, Jester started a TikTok for Cuts for Pups.
No way.
It's great. You should check it out. It's fantastic. Lots of puppies, this, that. And I was thinking, and if everyone agrees with this, you should run the We Only Do One Take podcast
TikTok.
because you do the flossing. I don't do the flossing, and I think that's my downfall.
Do you know if we had a TikTok account, it would just be flossing.
That's fine. I think it would go off. You can floss to every single song. You should do
Ladies and
it.
gentlemen, the beginning of the end.
This is how we actually get taken off the internet. You know,
Oh, this sounds all right.
I think it would be fun.
University doctor gyrating on TikTok.
Why don't you get a bunch of old people flossing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you
like
know
your
what?
parents,
You're
Yeah.
gonna break a hip.
My parents aren't that old.
your nuna.
Nonna, yeah.
Yeah, your nono.
Yep.
That's what I was going to rant about.
Okay.
I've never been over to your family for a dinner.
Yeah.
Lasagna,
Yeah.
eggplant lasagna,
Mhm.
pasta,
Mhm.
salami making,
I've done salami making in years.
right? Tomato sauce day.
We don't do sauce day anymore.
Well, let's do sauce day.
You want to fucking do a sauce
Let's
day?
do a sauce day.
Okay. We don't make sauce.
We can do We Only Do One Take podcast sauce day.
We don't make sauce.
Salami
though.
day,
No, you don't
lasagna
make,
day.
You don't make. You make passata.
Mm-hmm.
Do you even know what that is?
I don't know. See, you haven't
That's why I got the whole day to figure it out.
you haven't included me in your family. I thought we're brothers.
Okay, wait a second. Are you willing to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to cut tomato?
I am willing to participate in the process.
No. See, it's one of those things that you either go the whole day or you don't come at all.
No, I sort of want to take more of the documentary angle of it.
Okay,
And
5 o'clock in the morning.
No. We can simulate a 5 o'clock in the morning.
No, we can't.
You can.
No, because otherwise the tomatoes get too hot.
You do not know how TV works. You prepare it.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop the production line of the wogs.
And
you can't stop a wog production line. That's what you're not understanding. A documentary person doesn't say, wait a second, Jupiter, you can't come out right now. We're not ready to film. It's too early in the morning. You know, you've got to do it when the thing is happening. Louis Theroux doesn't go, you know what, white supremacists, I'll get back to you. I'm going to go somewhere. All
right, 5 a.m.
All gas, no brakes doesn't say stop rioters. I'll come back in 2 weeks.
Okay,
No,
so
he
5
goes
a.m.
right
5 a.m. 5 a.m. Right, tell me about the sauce day. 5
Okay.
a.m.
You wake up very early.
Yeah, 5 a.m. or 4 a.m.
Oh, you
Is
probably
it a
wake
5
up.
a.m.
Well,
start?
you gotta have breakfast.
So 5 a.m. breakfast.
No, 5 a.m. you start doing things.
So 4 a.m. you're having breakfast.
Probably.
Yeah.
You go over to the nonnas.
Yeah.
And they're already started.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have to start. And then you have to make sure all the tomatoes are washed, and they're probably already washed by then, but you help them out anyway.
Yeah.
And then you have to cut the tomatoes.
Yeah.
You have to cut the tomato, like the bad stuff. Like
Now, can I just sort of be more like an observer, like help out, but observe as
only
well?
if you want a little old lady to give you lots of shit.
So that could be hilarious.
It is funny.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
It's funny. He cannot do, useless. Why are you here? That's what it'll be like.
thought
And you'll be like, I don't know what to say because you're so lovely.
I know, I'd be like, well, I just don't do manual labour.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. And then you get all those tomatoes and you put it through the sauce machine, and you probably put the tomato turns into sauce.
Yeah, you got to get rid of the skin.
No, you keep the skin.
Keep the skin?
Yeah. And then you put it through again because the machine sort of doesn't do the skin.
Yeah.
And you sort of take that out, but you put the sauce through about 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
And you're probably doing, 20 cases of tomatoes. So that takes you up to about lunchtime.
Yeah.
And then after that, as you're doing it, you're bottling it.
Yeah. Don't you put it in the saucepan
No.
and you get the garlic and the onion? You're not making tomato sauce. You're making some weird thing.
We're making passata.
What the hell is that?
That's the pre-sauce.
New sauce is so complicated.
It's
All right.
very hard. So, so this is like the puree beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Puree. Yep.
But smoother, real silky.
Uh-huh.
And then what you do is you bottle them all up
Yeah.
and and that's about midday, probably getting a bit later, and then you cart them all in a wheelbarrow to the backyard where a big bonfire is about to be cooked. And Nono has a big oil drum
Yeah.
where you put all the bottles in, you fill it with water, and you put the
And
bonfire.
that sort of seals it and kills the bugs.
Does everything.
Yeah.
Does everything it needs to do. I need to plug my laptop in. But it does a whole bunch of good stuff to make sure that it tastes good.
They can't hear you because you're not in the mic. Hi, podcast YouTube world. This is a professional show here
What do I even plug this into?
where we've got battery issues and battery problems. There's a plug back there somewhere.
Anyway, Redingo mentions that the trick with your Tinder profile is you make the profile so ridiculous that people do a double take.
Plug it in here.
So,
All right, the double take.
just stand out. And also, I feel bad for shitting on Kieran so much, but I swear the chat reminds me of the Karens that asked a Facebook group to postpone a solar eclipse viewing.
That's what I was trying to get at. Very good.
Yeah.
It's a good day of fun. The salami making is a bit different. You gotta get your hands dirty with the salami making.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I see. I think you guys have got it wrong. I think the Maoris have it right with the hunging. The hungies.
I don't know what that is, but continue.
You dig a hole.
Uh-huh.
That's number one. You create a fire.
Uh-huh.
Number two, you put the coals in the hole.
Uh-huh.
You put some leaves and some shit down. You put the meat in, and then you cover it with dirt.
Mhm.
And then a bit later, 6 or so hours later, you dig it up, and you've got beautiful food.
Well, dig us a hole.
I'm not Maori. I don't know actually how to do it.
I was going to say...
I've just participated
extra-
in the. I've participated in the eating of it, and the drinking and the waiting.
Well, this is the thing. So, how do you make your part? Because we've discussed this before. We're going to do a show.
I'm not revealing my secret on how I cook spaghetti bolognese because my spaghetti bolognese is going to kick your ass.
But how do you... If you're not using passata to make a sauce, what are you using?
A chef cannot reveal the secret ingredient.
No, chef always reveal the secret
What
ingredient.
aisle is the secret?
Have you ever watched any cooking show? They're like, oh, now they're mixing these two things together. They always talking about the ingredients.
Why is KFC so successful? You don't know what's in their herbs and spices. Why is Coke so successful? Because you don't know the secret syrup.
But all the syrup for Coke are different. The syrup for Coke is different at McDonald's than it is
Of course.
at somewhere else.
Yeah, of course. Of course. But, Church, I'm not telling you how I make my spaghetti bolognese. Because you're going to go, oh my God, I've got to change. You'll probably steal it.
The Italian stealing
This is-
spaghetti recipe.
Oh, that Skip has got us again.
My recipe has been passed down from generation
From
to
internet
generation.
page to a parent to you.
He's even read the blurb
It's come
about
from
how
the
he
back-
got.
It's come from the back for Woman's Weekly.
That's right.
Handout, photocopied,
Rewritten, handwritten.
handwritten.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the stories at the beginning of recipes, like now they have to do that. Like,
Yeah.
So, and that's what Kieran even read that bit. I was when I went to Italy, I was so excited to learn from this chef.
Do you know the best Italian I've ever had?
Spaghetti?
Best Italian I've ever had. Back me up here, Blain. Burma,
Myanmar.
Myanmar.
Yeah, they had an Italian restaurant in Burma.
No, when we're on the boat, the thing.
Are you saying it's really good because it's better than any other Italian restaurant?
Yeah, because
it
wasn't-
It was the best one in Burma.
No, it was
happened to be there.
it was on that lake.
Blew the competitors out of the water.
Well, there were no competitors. There was no one around. It was on this lake. Just shush. It was on this lake. You're a Jamie. You shut up, right? And
Take that, like on
Search up gorillas. Imagine if you never saw a gorilla in real life.
right, and And we ended up coming across this like family home, and they cooked us spaghetti bolognese, but they had all this Italian machinery because something like 60, 70 years ago, Italians went to Myanmar and they donated, the old machinery to them and taught them how to grow the tomatoes, do the pasta. So it was very nice. It was all homemade.
That's good.
You could learn a thing or two from
Apparently,
Myanmar.
apparently so. Apparently the years of learning from my grandparents and my mum, who were both excellent chefs, down the drain.
Well, see, I
don't even measure. That's the way, like, I just know.
I don't measure either.
That's...
You chuck it in and you've got to taste and you've got to...
Yeah. Do you put herbs?
Who's going to judge this? Because I feel like...
I think we could have a judging panel.
We need a judging panel, but it also needs to be blind.
A blind...
Can't...
I don't know any blind people.
They can't know that they're eating Church's or they're eating mine because they'll be biased.
Uh-huh.
I feel you would lose. So it needs to be blind, and they need to eat like 3 or 4 samples each. So it needs to be, so they don't know. They don't know whose is whose.
So, do you want like an additional like a placebo type, like, we buy a store-bought one?
Yes, we need a placebo.
I don't think that's the one. A double blind.
Yeah, double blind. I like it.
Is that what
Yeah,
or
yeah.
what's that one called? Like when they have like definitely an outsider one.
Well, no. Double blind means the researcher and the participants have no idea.
Right. Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, the researchers
We need
set
to
it up,
know.
but then they're actually a step removed and someone else does it.
So do we just give them a plate of like a piece each and they try it?
Well, I reckon. So we make our pasta, and then let's say there's 3 people in the judging panel, right? They get.
Do you want like a third competitor as well?
Well, that's the store.
Oh, I was gonna get like my mum in.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. So 4. So we've got 3 people, and we've got 4 plates. They need to get 8 servings. So they need to have 2.
No, just 1 serving each.
No, because I want them to taste it, and then taste the. I don't want them to sort of go. I want them to do it twice, each one twice.
In the same order?
No, in random order.
No, that's way too confusing. People will know the differences that coming on the plate simply by the look.
No, they've got to be blindfolded.
I'm not gonna blind. This is how I'm gonna win. Turch doesn't want to blindfold you and only make you taste 1 piece of lasagna each. That's it. He's the winner.
No. If they see it, they might know whose is who.
Well, if that's the case, then I want random people to taste it.
Present-
I don't want like Blain to come in and do
I
that.
know because presentation has a big influence, and so does the plate color. Actually, since I know this,
What?
I should not be sharing this with
I
you.
was gonna say I know what's going on here. It's fine. If that's the case, then if we want to go a purely independent audience, I think we have to get people that are not our friends or family to be the participants in the eating of the lasagna.
No, that's too much work.
No. I think we should.
No.
I have this idea. I'm going to run it past you. So sometimes I have really funny ideas, and I think they're funny, and then Jess says they're not. And they go, no, I think Kieran will like this.
I love it. I've tried it. I've tested it. No, I'm still going to go. I think Kieran's intelligence and humour is a little bit lower than Jess's.
Real low, like down to the floor, right?
Yeah.
All good. So I was thinking, we put out an ad on Craigslist that we are a company, and what we are selling is hired goons.
Right.
And we see what type of people request hired goons and for what for. And then we just give them a quote.
Okay.
I think that would be funny.
Yeah, I think that would be very funny.
In the back of my mind, I know no one's going to go, I need to buy hired goons. But just to have it out there.
Well, that's pretty funny. I think we freeze it and then we send it to our listeners.
Or they want hired goons.
Yeah.
Who would you
Pasta.
get? But that's... Oh, the pasta.
Calling it now. The control dinner is Kieran's.
That's the control. That's the word I was looking for. Is there anything that you take out of a jar for your sauce? Or do you make it like everything from scratch, like raw ingredients?
This is. I have to go to the shop. I have to get fresh produce, fresh tomatoes. I have to grate the tomatoes.
Grate the tomatoes. Maybe the cheesy grating. Maybe go with that.
You know, like, you know what I'm talking about?
Do you do a purely red sauce, or do you add like a cream cheese layer?
Oh, I cannot tell you. Blain, you've had my pasta before. Back me up here.
No, you had my mum's pasta last night.
I've cooked you pasta before.
Oh, maybe.
I made 3 types of pasta last night.
Yes, let's yeah, I remember. Go on.
Yeah, and?
My mum's is better.
Amazing.
Keep it down over there, Jamie.
Shot down. Well, you know what? If we're going to... How about we do it like this instead? Up at Phillip Island.
Yeah.
We're both out of our element there.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
We have a big audience.
Uh-huh.
We have the same oven.
Yeah.
And we have the same access to terrible equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, this is fun.
This is fun now.
This is fun now.
And we can put on one dinner and we have to make enough lasagna for everybody.
No, I thought we're not doing lasagna.
What do you mean?
I thought we were doing spaghetti bolognese.
No, you're going to make a lasagna.
I thought it was spaghetti bolognese. I can't do a lasagna.
Why not?
I'm not proficient in lasagna.
You can't make a lasagna.
I'm proficient in spaghetti bolognese.
You can't deal with the leg.
Wait a sec. This whole time I thought we were doing a lasagna
I thought we were
cook-off.
doing a spaghetti bolognese.
No, it's a lasagna cook-off. That's the whole point.
No, spaghetti
A
bolognese.
bolognese sauce in a lasagna.
It can be done.
No, spaghetti bolognese.
And
There's too
lasagna-
many variables that I can't control with a lasagna.
Like, what variables can't you control?
The layers.
That's your proficiency in cooking.
All right.
Okay, then. Well, we're going to put out... Is it just the meat sauce that we want people to taste? Or is it our ability to cook the pasta as well?
I think it should be a spaghetti bolognese.
Okay, this is... Okay, we make our sauces separate.
Sauce is separate.
Do we have the same pot of pasta to make it that even?
Yes, I think it's just the sauce.
It's just the sauce?
Sauce, yeah.
Because you can't cook pasta.
No, I can cook pasta. I'm willing to cook the pasta as well.
I want to cook my own pasta, thank you very much.
I'm saying we could cook our pasta separately.
That's danger.
Yeah, but I think it's easier if there's just a pasta.
Why don't we have a third person cook the
Cook
pasta?
the pasta. I'm
Yeah.
happy with that.
We're happy with that?
Yeah, then we can't be blamed for the pasta.
That's right. We can only be blamed for the sauce.
The sauce, that's right.
That's right. Okay.
This is good.
This is the worst idea I've ever. This is like a really bad like. Is this what science is? Like when you decide.
Oh yeah, but if this was science, this meeting needs to go for weeks. We
This
wouldn't
has
have.
been
We
going
wouldn't
on
have.
for months.
We wouldn't have reached the decision just then.
That's
That would
true.
have been carried over to another
I don't think
meeting.
we've made a decision.
No, we have Phillip Island.
Okay.
We're both cooking the sauces.
Okay.
Someone else is cooking the pasta,
Uh-huh.
and then the people there are judging,
Okay.
blindfolded.
I think you know what that's pretty funny,
Yeah.
but it's still not as funny as our dildo testing competition.
No, it's not.
No,
Maybe they've got to eat it with dildos.
no, that's not funny. Why do they have to suck it through dick straws?
Was it a bachelorette party?
That's funny. News article time?
Yeah, how long have we been going
I
for?
don't know. We haven't even made it to the news yet.
I haven't even made it to the news
Gone
yet.
for an hour.
Go for a fucking hour.
All right, quick news
You gotta
story.
work tomorrow, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
Essex firefighters rescue 3 men from tumble dryer.
We still have 30 minutes left.
3 men had to be rescued by firefighters after getting stuck in a tumble dryer. Essex County Fire Service were called to a derelict laundry in Bower Hill, Epping, on Friday after the men, thought to be in their late teens, I love it, thought to be in their late teens,
yeah.
crawled into an
The lab
industrial...
hasn't come back with that.
They couldn't tell their age or bit right out.
Well, no one, if people couldn't tell the age of the woman in the Sacha Baron Cohen film, I think we can put these men's age into question.
In a way, Giuliani was going for it.
They crawled into an industrial-sized dryer.
Because like, even if they were 15,
Yeah.
like, they would at least be my size.
Yeah.
That's a big washing... Like, my washing machine barely fits my clothes in.
Yeah, but this is an industrial-sized dryer. They're big.
That's true.
They're for industry.
I always think of... Every time I think of, like, big washing equipment, I always think of that scene in Charlie in the Chocolate Factory where the mum's washing things. She's got that big fork.
No.
Near the Cheer Up Charlie song. The worst song of the film.
No.
Ugh. I just love Charlie in the Chocolate Factory
When did you watch Charlie in the Chocolate Factory?
When I was a kid.
All the time on Channel 9.
Yeah, it's like probably one of my favourite films.
Anyway, Essex Police, the Helicopter Medical Emergency Service, and the East of England Ambulance Service responded to the incident.
That's it?
They had to get a chopper.
I had to get a chopper. Oh, what a story to tell your children. Like, eventually, those three men are going to have children one day, and then we're like, we had to call the cop, we had to call the I can't do it in a British accent. I had to call a helicopter to get me out of a drive.
Oh, come on, Gov. Do your best.
I can only do, like, Ringo Starr. Like, Thomas was travelling down... I can't even do it now. I'm laughing too much.
And last bit of news that you may have missed. Burglar caught sleeping next to half-eaten cheesecake. And I understand that because cheesecakes can be quite filling.
What type of cake did you have last night, Kieran?
I don't know.
Kieran had a rainbow cake.
This was one of those Freddo rainbow cakes.
It was delicious.
I didn't think so, but it was up there.
It's up there.
Well, I did notice this morning that the leftover cakes were gone.
Right.
I didn't have any cake, so I don't...
There were 3 cakes. I had a cake.
A whole cake.
No, it's a slice of cake.
Lex Luthor stole 50 cakes, and that's just wrong.
Who?
Have you ever seen that meme?
No.
Google it now. Type in Lex Luthor 50 cakes.
LEX?
Yeah, like from Superman. Lex Luthor 50 cakes. It's a classic meme. This is quality viewing, everybody. This is what podcasting has become.
I know.
Me teaching Kieran about classic memes. See, what does it say?
When no one was looking, Lex Luthor took 40 cakes. He took 40 cakes. But as many as 4 teens. And that's terrible. 4 tens.
4 tens, and that's just terrible.
That's just...
Classic meme. Classic meme.
End it now. We're done.
We're done. Kieran, thank you very much for hosting me at your house.
Thank you. In the new upgraded studio.
This is amazing. Amazing studio. You know what I did forget to bring you? I did bring you some Capocolo, but I didn't bring you I didn't get you your We Only Do One Take podcast glasses.
I'll just have to come to you next.
That's okay.
Next recording.
That's exciting. Dweezil will be very happy to see his Uncle K. You know, I came into the house and I said, I gotta go speak to the K-Man because you were barbecuing at the pack. And Noel goes, K-Man? I'm like, yeah, like Kramer. He goes, he is the Kramer. And he goes, he thinks he's the Jerry. And I'm like, he's not the Jerry. He's like, he's definitely not the Jerry.
Kramer or Newman.
Newman.
Or the library detective.
He's one of my favourite characters. That guy plays it so well.
Shut up, George.
I'll play George, whatever.
Jess is Elaine.
Jess is clearly Elaine.
For all your wanking needs, make sure you follow us on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, and the Facebook. And if you'd like to send us a death threat, some hate mail, or a rant, email us at weonlydoonetapodcast@gmail.com. Blain, thank you so much for helping us out tonight.
No worries.
Very good. And Kieran, thank you so much for hosting.
Thank you very much.
And we will see you all next Thursday or Sunday, wherever we can actually just enjoy your long weekend.
And that's how you do a podcast.
What a story, Mark.
So Rodrigo, New Zealand.
Yeah.
That's like midnight there.
Yeah.